This is the Wallke X3 Pro electric bike. Just looking at it standing here, it's hard not to be drawn into its bold and rugged aesthetic. This thing is like a transformer on wheels. The thick aluminum frame with its matte finish gives it a sturdy, futuristic look. The 26-inch fat tires are huge and aggressive, and the dual suspension setup makes it clear that this bike is ready for adventure. From the get-go, I could tell this wasn't your typical e-bike. It's built to stand out and deliver power, both in its design and performance. And for someone like me, who's constantly on the lookout for reliable gear, I couldn't resist trying it out. So let me start by saying I wasn't always a fan of electric bikes. I enjoy traditional cycling, and I wasn't sure if getting an e-bike would feel like cheating. But the Wallke X3 Pro completely shifted my perspective. It's not just about convenience, it's about having fun and exploring places I wouldn't have considered before. From the moment I hopped on this bike, I knew it was going to be a memorable ride. The first thing you notice as you sit on it is just how solid it feels. It's hefty, no doubt about that, but every component feels like it was designed with purpose. That weight translates to stability, particularly when you're riding over rough terrain. When I first turned on the bike and saw the LCD screen light up, it was hard not to feel a little geeky about the tech side of things. The controls were intuitive, the app was easy to sync, and the data it offers is surprisingly useful. You can track your distance, speed, and even use the GPS if you're exploring trails. I started with a casual ride in my neighborhood before taking it off-road to a nearby trail. And to be honest, I was blown away. Those dual 1000-watt motors with a peak of 2000 watt? Yeah, they mean business. The acceleration took me by surprise, smooth but powerful. On hills where my old bike would have made me sweat buckets, the Wallke X3 Pro climbed effortlessly. It's got enough torque to handle steep inclines, and though I don't have many 30-degree hills around me, I pushed it to its limits on the steepest paths I could find. No drama. It just climbed right up. One of the highlights for me has to be the battery life. With a 48-volt, 20-hour removable battery, I tested it over a weekend trip. I went on a mix of pedal assist and full throttle modes, and I was pleasantly surprised to hit around 60 miles before I ran low on juice. For someone who loves extended rides, that kind of range makes a big difference. Charging it was pretty straightforward, though it does take around 6 to 8 hours to get fully charged. Honestly, the removable battery feature is fantastic. It's handy to take inside for charging instead of hauling the entire bike. The fat tires and dual suspension brought so much comfort to my rides. To put it simply, they absorbed bumps like a dream. Riding over gravel, mud, and even loose sand felt incredibly smooth. I'll admit I'm not the most confident rider when it comes to off-road trails, but this bike gave me the confidence to test my limits. The hydraulic brakes worked exceptionally well too. They gave me solid stopping power. Even during wet weather, I didn't feel like I had to second-guess whether I could stop in time. What really rounds out the experience is how versatile this bike is. I've used it to run errands around town, tackled mountain trails, and even had a blast riding through snowy patches. Those fat tires really are a game changer for different terrains. The foldable design is super practical and fits snugly into the trunk of my car. When I needed to take it on a road trip, folding it up made transportation so much easier. That said, there are a couple of things I'd like to point out that didn't quite hit the mark for me. First off, the weight. While it's not a deal breaker, carrying an 87-pound bike isn't the most enjoyable experience. The foldable design helps, sure, but don't expect to lug this thing around without breaking a sweat. Next, the throttle. It's responsive, but sometimes a little too much for my taste. If you're not careful, the power kicks in suddenly, particularly when taking sharp turns. It's something I had to adjust to, but for beginners, it could feel a bit intimidating. Lastly, the handlebar. At 650 millimeters wide, it feels a bit twitchy for off-roading. It didn't stop me from enjoying the ride, but I imagine some riders might prefer a little extra stability in the design. In conclusion, the Wallke X3 Pro is a power-packed, versatile e-bike that shines for both casual commuters and thrill-seeking adventurers. It's perfect for those looking to explore tough terrains while still wanting the convenience of city riding. From my experience, I would recommend it to anyone who prioritizes performance, comfort, and value. It's got its quirks, sure, but they don't outweigh the quality and experience this bike provides. Whether you're climbing hills, cruising on beaches, or navigating snowy trails, this bike has you covered. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions you might have about the Wallke X3 Pro. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.